Hello, very good evening to all our viewers and welcome. This is the weekend edition of Primetime News. I'm Joel Outskun. We are coming to you live and direct from the Newsfirst studios here in Colombo. First, a look at the headlines. Indian Prime Minister will not enter into any agreements while on his tour of Sri Lanka, an assurance by the President. Signs of an imminent hike in water tariffs. Minister Dr. Ratna reconfirms the new appointment of Field Marshal Sarath Fonseca. 2 Indian nationals with over 120 million rupees of foreign currency in their possession arrested at the BIA. Starting off with news from the President's diary this evening, President Maithripala Sirisena presided over the centenary celebrations of the Ottamavadi Central College in Batticaloa.
The President visited the Trade and Education exhibition organized in line with the celebrations. He then declared open the new 3-storied administration building of the school. A centenary anniversary cover and a memento were presented to the President.
මේ දවස්වල අපි දැකලා තිබෙනවා මාධ්‍ය තුල ඒ වගේම අන්තර්ජාලය Facebook website වල ඉතා
False information is being disseminated through the media as well as social media platforms such as Facebook. This false information claims that Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi is coming to Sri Lanka to sign an agreement to take away bits and pieces of the country. This is an organized program steered by our opponents. The Indian Prime Minister is coming here based on my invitation. The only official event that he will attend is to open the UN Vesak Day celebrations. He will not sign any agreements. Do not fall victim to the misinformation that is being spread. The President also called on the public to locate and identify all elements that thwart national unity.
රටේ සිංහල දමිළ මුස්ලිම් සියලු ජනතාව ඉතාම සහයෝගයෙන් සමගියෙන් ජීවත් වීම.
It is paramount that the Sinhala, Tamil and Muslim communities in this country live together. Some have resorted to extremists' means to conspire and wipe out this unity. The people in the Eastern Province and the general public elected me as the President so that they can live in unity without having to fear anyone. Our country is small compared to the rest of the world. That is why it is important for all of us to live in unity and brotherhood. There is a great deal of responsibility that falls on the laurels of the religious leaders in this regard. I humbly request the religious leaders to take leadership in such endeavours.
During a function held in Colombo today, media questioned Minister Ratna about the new position that is to be conferred on Field Marshal Sarath Fonseca.
Members of the SLFP cannot lie because this came up during a cabinet meeting. There were cabinet ministers who were present. They should have the backbone of the cabinet ministers and say that what was discussed was true. Now the President is going to bring in a new clause under the Right to Information Act. Accordingly, everything that happens at cabinet meetings will go to the media. I speak as the cabinet spokesperson. I do not make statements irresponsibly. I make statements with the knowledge of the President.
Yet on to a headline-making story this evening. Minister Rauf Hakim says water tariffs should be revised soon. He expressed these views during the inauguration of a water supply scheme for Pothuhara.
A litre of bottled drinking water is sold at 60 rupees, while the National Water Supply and Drainage Board provides 1,000 litres to the people at a price of just 12 rupees. We cannot continue this practice. The consumers must be made aware of this. I make this statement to the media. When we attempt to raise the charges, it is termed as a grave crime. But for the economic stability of the National Water Supply and Drainage Board, we will be compelled to revise the tariffs soon.
The views were expressed regarding the media rallies of various parties. If we fill the golf face green on that day, the government will get fever. They think they have strength. They are hindering it even now. Now they are changing the location to the entrance to put up a big stage. They have given this and are taking steps to make sure it does not happen. The joint opposition did not ask for the golf face green because they actually wanted it. They asked for it so that they can accuse the government if we did not give it. Now they are in trouble. The joint opposition will not be able to fill this with the people. They will have to leave Chinese dolls in the back. Bandula Gudavardhana told me personally they are asking for trouble. Like the garbage dump exploded, this good governance government too will explode as they are unable to withstand the pressure. Yesterday, former provincial councillor Maithri Gunaratne said that the water bill and the electricity bill of the UMP had an arrears. He said that they went into debt and are not even able to pay the fuel charges. But they have been able to decorate Colombo in their colour. He's asking whether they are erecting cutouts with the money stolen from the central bank or from the coal scam. This has been asked by Maithri Gunaratne, who is a UMPer himself. The sea is just next to Golface Green. It is better if they jump in. We will appoint people to count the number of attendees. We will tell the correct number of people by morning on the 2nd. We will provide answers to all their boasting on the 2nd. They started off with millions, but they will end up in thousands.
Dollar wallet BRC noyanne rata venuwen goal pace warenne hota bima na gattoru rala goal pace badaganne kata dodawana wada nathi un BRC ekata yanne heta dina hela divaina ali පිබිදෙන දේශයක් වෙන්නේ රට දිනවන දිනන ජනයා කැම්බල් පිටියටයි එන්නේ ඒ අයට පුළුවන් ද මේ දින සමරන්න කැම්බල් ගියත් ගෝල් ෆේස්.
Can they hold events to mark May Day? Wherever you go, be it Campbell Park, Golface or even Gatame, these are held by people who have slashed and who will be slashing the rights of the working people. They do not have a moral right to hold May Day rallies. Can they provide an assurance that the 8-hour working day will not be changed? Can they assure that the taxes that are put on the EPF will be removed? Can they provide an assurance that the EPF money that was robbed will be reacquired? The flag of the working people is the red flag. Their sign is the hammer and the sickle. The working people will march from the SS Jasinger ground in the Hivala to the BRC ground with the red color flag of the hammer and the sickle in their hands. At a media briefing convened by the Sri Lanka Freedom Party, views were expressed about the party's May Day preparations.
A large number from the north will be attending. There will be people from the east, south and all the areas. There will be a massive crowd. We have paid 31 million as an advance payment for the 2,101 buses from the Sri Lanka Transport Board. We will not take a single bus free of charge. There are 6,000 buses for the SLTB and we will be taking about 2,000. The United National Party has requested for about 1,300 buses. 200 have been given to the JVP. The parties of former Minister Tondaman and Digambaran have also been given 200 buses each. 60 more buses have been given to the commemoration function organised by Minister Sajid Premadasa. Accordingly, close to 4,500 to 5,000 buses have been given. The rest, our organisers, trade unions and ministers have also planned to bring in twice as many private buses. Apart from this, two special trains will be operating, one from Jaffna and the other from Colombo. Money has been paid for all of this. All preparations are underway to bring a large crowd in blue to Kandy. We have decided not to use non-degradable items such as polythene for decorations. Organisers have also put in place a program to clean the premises and its surroundings soon after the May Day rally concludes.
The Sri Lanka Army continues its operations to stabilize the Mitharamulla garbage dump.
The National Building Research Organisation, together with the Sri Lanka Army Engineers Corps, tested the dump site today for any potential chemical risk.
We have not seen a big difference. However, the methane levels have spiked in one or two places. This could be the result of the reactions inside the garbage dump. The situation now does not pose a threat. We have instructed to limit the use of fire near this location.
Locals claim that a chemical was sprayed on the garbage dump several weeks before disaster struck.
ප්‍රධානම එක කෙමිකල් එක තමයි. බවුසර් පාක් දාලා තියෙනවා.
මේ සිද්ධිය වෙන්නේ 14 වෙනිදානේ. 14 වෙනිදා දවස් කීයකට කලින්ද මේ ඔය කියන රසායනික ද්‍රව්‍ය දැම්මයි කියන කතන්දරය වෙන්නේ?
සති 4කට විතර කලින්.
සති 4කට විතර කලින්.
මාසයකට සති 4කට විතර වගේ කලින් තමයි වෙන්නේ.
බවුසර් කීයක් විතර ආවද?
බවුසර් 3ක් ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන 3න් එකයි ගහන්න උනේ. අනිත් ඒවා ගැහුවේ නෑ.
ඒකෙන් පස්සේ මොන වගේ දේවල්ද දකින්න ලැබුණේ? ඒකෙන් පස්සේ මොන වගේ දේවල් සිද්ධ වුණා?
කියන්නේ අයින්නෙම ගෙවල් පුපුරන්ට ගත්තා.
යටින් ගහලා මේගොල්ල මේ බෙහෙත් එකක්. ඒ බෙහෙත් එකේ විසට තමයි උඩ ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ.
එහෙම සාමාන්‍ය කෙමිකල් එකක් දානවා කියන.
What is referred to as a chemical being sprayed is the inclusion of fungi to expedite the decaying process. When the fungi is on the top, it will not be an issue. But when it goes to the base, there can be an increase in the build-up of methane. Chemicals were not added recently. We cannot be sure if there was a sudden spike.
එතකොට වැඩිවීමක් එකපාර වැඩිවීමක් වුණාද කියන එක අපි දන්නේ නැහැ අතරම.
Personnel from the Civil Security Department started cleaning up the Terence and De Silva College in Meetharamulla, which served as a relief camp for those displaced by the disaster. The school will reopen for studies on the 2nd of May. The 24 families who sought refuge at the school have been temporarily moved to the shelters set up at the Meetharamulla Paddy Marketing Complex. A tornado-like phenomenon was seen at the Gohagoda garbage dump in Kandy yesterday.
We saw it all of a sudden. There was a sudden updraft, then it increased to several feet and then to over a kilometer in height.
කිලෝමීටරයක් උඩට ගියා ඒක.
සෑහෙන දැක්ක බර බෑග් එකේ මුඩ ගෙහුලඟ යනවා. ඉතින් ওই වායුවත් ඇද්දේ පරිසරෙත් නිදහස් වෙන්නේ නේද? ඒවත් අපි උස්ම ගන්නකොට අපිට තමයි ඒවත් ඔක්කොම.
මේ එකපාරට මේකෙන් මේ නිකන් දුමාරයක් වගේ උඩට ආවා. ඒකලා මේ shopping bag ඔක්කොම මේ මුළු මේවා එක පුරාම පැතිරුණා.
The site was inspected today by Professor Athula Senaratne from the University of Peradeniya.
This phenomenon was experienced somewhere around here. The concentration of methane gas over here is very high. This might happen daily, though it was seen per chance. There needs to be a study into the interior of this dump. A team will arrive here on Monday with equipment to measure the levels of ammonia, methane and other gases.
The 40th annual convention of the Capital Maharaja Organization was held at the Time Studios in Ratmalana last evening. Newsfirst Director General Manager Yasrat Kamalsari was adjudged the Executive of the Year 2016 at this grand event.
There's a place of excellence where success.
The chief guest of the 40th convention of the Capital Maharaja Organization Limited was Minister of Housing and Construction Sajit Premadasa. The acrobatic performance by Cirque Lanka, which is a group of European acrobats, added colour to this year's Executive of the Year award ceremony. Five executives of the Capital Maharaja Organization Limited were felicitated with Achievers Awards. Provincial Sales Manager of Eslon Lanka Private Limited, Taranga Roshan, Customer Service Executive Officer of PE Plus, Tushanta Hevagama, Sales Manager of Kevilton Private Limited, Srinath Pereira, Audit Manager Udeni Tilakaratna and Assistant Manager of Newsfirst Productions Nadika Vijayabira were felicitated in this manner. The message of the Chairman of the Capital Maharaja Organization Limited was read out by Group Director Srilal Ahangama.
Last year, I urged you to dream the impossible. Put shape and structure to your dreams and thus achieve your personal goals and that of our group in a fast-changing business world. This year, I will emphasize that if you do not plan for the future, we will go down the same path of Kodak film, Remington typewriters and IBM computers. What happened to them? They did not see the future coming at them and the speed at which it was coming. Complacency and the arrogance of leadership, that's what brought them down. The fourth industrial revolution that came with the internet is changing the world dramatically. It is scary, but also challenging. Uber and Airbnb are already immensely successful. Uber is the largest taxi company in the world with no cars, and Airbnb the biggest hotel company with no hotels. Our predecessors and we have had the vision to guide our group through the changing times. However, today, times are moving faster with new developments in technology, and just sitting back on our past achievements, like our country's leaders both in government and opposition are doing, will not get us to the next level of the unknown. I say unknown because none of us can predict what's next, unless we create the future.
The world has taken a slip. An ongoing refugee crisis putting pressure on all borders around the world. Brexit, the UK deciding against a united Europe. The United States, currently divided. North Korea, honestly, I don't know what's going on there, but he seems to be having a hell of a time. The point is, all this going on, while here in Sri Lanka, terrorism has been wiped out, we have free education, we have free healthcare, we are strategically positioned on the globe, we have neighbors who aren't crazy, unless it's to do with cricket, and they seem to be having a temporary flash of luck. We have a democracy that works. What goes through my mind, and I'm sure this is a shared sentiment, we don't seem to know where we're headed. But while things may look bleak, honestly, we have never had it better, and now is the time for those who can lead to make Sri Lanka first.
According to a new global survey, 43% of the world's population is 25 years or younger. This young group is impatient and ready to change the world. Change for this generation has everything to do with people and very little to do with political ideology. Our chief guest, who is the deputy leader of the UNP, has the opportunity to lead the young people of Sri Lanka from the front, which coincides with our theme. I am the future.
One of the main foundations for the success of the Maharaja organization is the fact that as an organization it has recognized the social responsibilities that is bestowed upon them. It is a classic example of capitalism with a human face being operational. The various corporate sector social responsibility programs initiated and implemented by the Capital Maharaja Group has ensured a voice for the voiceless. It is a unique and exemplary program that has to be emulated by all corporate sector entities in our country.
Honorable Minister, we are extremely grateful to you for having joined us in this our special event today. And not just that, talked in detail about your bonds with our organization, with our shareholder, and acknowledged the deep love and respect that both have for each other. We are an organization which believes that the country has a great future. And we also believe that it has a great pipeline of future leaders.
The nominees for Executive of the Year were Chief Digital Officer Shiran Manukul Surya, Director Technical of Eslon Lanka Private Limited, Dr. Kirtivan Kotian, Finance Director of Eslon Lanka Private Limited, F.M. Muzamil, Channel Head of YesFM Ramzi Qasim, and Director General Manager of Newsfirst, Yasrat Kamalsiri. It was Newsfirst's very own Director General Manager Yasrat Kamalsiri who bagged the coveted Executive of the Year award for 2016.
The winner of the Executive of the Year award is Yasrat Kamalsiri.
When I became a manager in 2005, I still remember what the chairman told me. He said, "You have the ball now, it's up to you to score the try." I thought I would be able to score a try easily since I had the ball with me. When I reached the ground, I realized that there were other players as well. It was not easy for me to score a try. Then I realized that I need a team to score the try. I built a team. Then I realized we need a strategy to score a try. We then realized we need a coach. Because if we didn't have a coach, I would be thrown out of the team before scoring the try. Then I figured that what he said was a great thing and not something that should be taken lightly. I think that I have been able to score that try today, Mr. Chairman. I am thankful to all the visionary advice that you provided me in this journey. Over the past year, there was a team who toiled with me in the hot sun, in the rain, in the most rural areas of the country in order to provide relief to the innocent people of this country. I dedicate this award to the Newsfirst team who carried out this enormous task, and to my colleagues in Braybrook Street who are even at this moment preparing the news.
On to more local news this evening. 2 Indian nationals were arrested at the Bandaranaike International Airport today, along with foreign currency worth over 120 million rupees.
2 Indian nationals had arrived at the airport last night to depart to Singapore. However, when customs officials searched the 2 foreign nationals, they had been able to uncover the stock of foreign currency. According to custom officials, the suspects had in their possession US dollars, euros, Singapore dollars, Saudi and Omani riyals, as well as currencies from a total of over 14 countries. Investigations have revealed that the suspects had made frequent visits to Sri Lanka. Their travel plans this time around had been to fly to Chennai via Singapore.
An unfortunate incident was reported from Gulnava yesterday, where a crocodile snatched a 13-year-old girl while bathing in the Mulan Natua lake. This afternoon, locals cut open the crocodile and pulled out human remains.
13-year-old Gimhani Anushka had gone to bathe last evening with her family and relatives. Witnesses say that she suddenly disappeared while wading through the water. Locals assisted the officers of the Gulnava police to locate the missing girl, but failed to find a single trace of her. While the search was underway, a local had spotted a crocodile in the lake. Suspecting that the reptile might have devoured the girl, infuriated locals cut open the crocodile. The Anuradhapura JMO inspected the carcass and ordered for it to be taken to the Gulnava Regional Hospital. Coroner of the hospital, Dharmasiri Disanayaka, said teeth, parts of a human skull and a hand were discovered from the beast's stomach. A DNA test will be conducted to ascertain the identity of the victim, and the remains have been sent to the government analyst.
A special competition organized by the Girl Guide Association of Sri Lanka was held today.
Former President Chandrika Bandaranaike Kumaratunga attended this competition held in Urapula, Nitambua. The competition was held in view of the centenary anniversary of Sri Lanka Girl Guide Association and in memory of former Prime Minister Sirimawa Bandaranaike, who was also a girl guide during her time. This is an organization that has zero political influence. We believe that it is because of the commitment of the leaders of the association that they have been able to move this forward. Those who do politics are not like that. They do politics and take hold of the leadership. We have no problem in taking the leadership. After they become leaders, they start doing favors to their family members, like getting them jobs and positions, even if they are not qualified. This is the reason why many come into politics now. Learned persons no longer enter politics.
The Most Outstanding Sri Lankan Awards 2017, presented by the Lions Club International, was held at the BMICH in Colombo today. The Lions Club International recognizes exceptional personalities in the sports, healthcare, arts and literature, as well as media and journalism sectors through this award ceremony. The winners are decided by an operational committee comprising Lions Club members. The award for the category of media and journalism was presented to Director of MBC, Kingsley Ratnayaka. And in sports news this evening, it's rugby. Well, it was a victorious Saturday for Royal College Colombo, St. Peter's College Bambalapitiya and Dharmaraja College Kandy. Let's now have a look at some of the action from the Inter-School Rugby League.
Royal College beat St Thomas's College by 31-14 in their school's League Rugby Championship second round match played in Mount Lavinia. The match was played for the coveted Michael Gunaratne Trophy. The Thomians led 14-12 at half-time but were not given the opportunity to score in the second half. Royal made a dramatic comeback after Lemons took the lead and went on to retain the Michael Gunaratne Trophy. St Peter's College Bamlapitia hosted Trinity College Kandy for the Dennis Pereira Trophy. The lads from Kandy led the first half 8-3. However, the home team turned the tables to win the game 15-13. The Nittavela grounds in Kandy played host to the Shield game between Dharmaraj College and Kingswood College. Dharmaraj College led the first half 31-15 and accelerated their momentum to win 53-31.
Well, with that, we wrap up this edition of Primetime Weekend News. Thank you very much for stopping by. It was a pleasure to have you with us this evening. More stories follow us on our website, www.newsfirst.lk. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Joel Outschool. Have yourself a great evening ahead. Take care. God bless you.